The virus is the leading cause of hospitalizations for children younger than a year in the United States, and the FDA has approved an antibody.
Joining us now to discuss is senior scholar with the Johns Hopkins Center for Health Security, Dr. Amesh Adalja. Doctor, thanks so much for being with us. Can you first just kind of break down what RSV is, why it's so dangerous, especially for young kids?
So RSV is a ubiquitous respiratory virus. Everybody gets infected with RSV, usually by the age of 2. But RSV is not always a benign illness. It is, as you said, the leading cause of hospitalizations of infants less than 1 year of age. It's also something that kills tens of thousands of adults. So this is a virus that, while it's pretty mild for most people and everybody gets it, there are populations, the very young, the very old, where it can be quite serious. And we just came out of major RSV surges in the past year.
Okay, doctor, so this affects a lot of people, but how can this antibody help?
What the antibody does is it protects babies, newborns, and we've had antibodies in the past for RSV, but we usually restricted their use to premature infants. Now, this is all infants that are under the age of 1 or 2 that will be able to get protected, get this antibody in their body. And what it will do is when they encounter that virus, which is inevitable, those antibodies will neutralize the virus and prevent them from having severe illness, hospitalization, and even death. So this is a major tool that we'll be able to use to decrease the burden of RSV and to decrease the number of hospitalizations that children have from RSV.
Doctor, so how will this antibody be administered, and will it be easy to get?
So this is going to be something that's an injection, and it is likely to be in multiple places. I think what we'll probably see is pediatricians' offices as well as clinics that arise for people to get this as easily as possible. And it's going to be interesting because we have multiple tools now for this upcoming RSV season. Not only do we have this monoclonal antibody for infants, we're going to have vaccines for adults as well. So this is a really exciting time where we're really going to be able to diminish the impact that RSV has on human health.
Okay, you just mentioned a vaccine as well that the FDA is considering approving, but what exactly is the difference between the vaccine and the antibody treatment and how it works in the body?
Well, the vaccines are actually already approved by the FDA. So the FDA has approved both GlaxoSmithKline and Pfizer's vaccines for adults above the age of 60. There's also consideration of a vaccine for pregnant women. But what the difference is what we're talking about now with the new approval today was a monoclonal antibody, which is already kind of what we call passive immunity, meaning the antibodies are already in the injection. They go into your body, into your bloodstream, they circulate, they neutralize the virus. What a vaccine does is it causes your immune system to make those antibodies. So it's an active form of immunization. So vaccines and monoclonal antibodies work hand in hand. And in the end, they do a lot of similar things, but one is already kind of preformed antibodies versus one that causes your body to generate antibodies.
It is so interesting and certainly a welcome development ahead of RSV season. Dr. Amesh Adalja, senior scholar with the Johns Hopkins Center for Health Security. Thanks for breaking it down for us.
Thanks for having me.